dun.
Is the wagon sort of covered? No, the wagon is not covered. Okay, so they can see me. I stand up. Some of us are wounded, and I'm going to, because the cart has stopped, I'm going to exit the cart and walk up beside towards the horses. Okay. Anything else? Our quarrel is not with you. It is with the Countess. The woman responds, if you have a quarrel with the Countess, you've got a quarrel with our employer. So, if you want to talk, here's how it's going to go. You can walk away from that cart right now, drop all your weapons, and if you want to talk to the Countess, you can talk to her in chains. That's how it's going to go. And in return, we'll let you live, at least until we get you to the Countess. But then you're going to have to bargain with her.
What if we want to bargain with you? Who's in charge amongst you, and who...
Listen to this guy. We serve one master. And that's gold.
How much gold?
How much you got?
Wish Blackjack Mel hadn't robbed me. You're speaking to Wilhelm von Kessel, heir to the throne of Kesselhelm. Technically, everything in that castle is rightfully mine. I can offer you wealth beyond your wildest dreams. I have the Hooded Lanterns already working with us. They too have gold. If you want delirium, we have delirium. If you want weapons, we have weapons. We have the means to outfit your company better than you currently are.
Make a persuasion check. Get all roll a d6.
One point.
3.
5. You expect me to believe that? Wilhelm von Kessel is dead. The von Kessels are dead. If you're gonna lie, at least make it believable.
Damn.
How did he die? They all got... Do I look like a historian to you? They all got killed in the Civil War.
Not all of them.
Listen, if you're seriously doubling down on this, you're barking up the wrong
I step forward off the horse and I say, it's interesting that you say you have only one master, and that being gold. And I point to her mistletoe and I say, are you not a follower of Cormac? I think he'd be mighty disappointed to find out that you think you don't serve him.
Make a persuasion check.
9.
You know nothing about Cormac.
I know the old gods, stress when they are not given their proper respect.
In the wild, the hunter pursues its prey so that it may live and survive. In civilization, the smart pursue money so they may live and survive. The hunt for food, the hunt for coin. The hunt is all, whether it is the hunt of gold, glory, or food. That is the way of Kronak. If you understood anything about Kronak, you would know that.
I'm gonna hop off the cart and I'm actually gonna start walking towards them. And as
Stay right there.
I stop, listen. You may not believe me. I've been in hiding for several years. The slaughter at the castle of Kesselholm happened during the Civil War. Elias Drexel attacked my family. I escaped. I'm back now to claim my home. You have a choice. You could take us in chains to the Countess. I don't know what she's offering you, but I can tell you that she is a vile creature and a liar. She will deceive you.
If you really are who you say you are, then you'll fancy a hefty ransom. Drop your weapons, surrender to us, and if someone comes to pay your ransom, we'll let you live.
I will not be surrendering to you. I'm offering you a choice. You could benefit from this.
Does this liar speak for you too?
This is, unfortunately, the heir to Wilhelm the von Kessel.
Fortunately.
Yes, he dabbles in the woods and lost his eye, so you go.
It's a nasty looking wound on your leg. Lovely blessing. If you help us take in your friends, we'll show you how to embrace Kronak's gift.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I must confer with my animal companion. What is it? What happened? What is this feeling?
Bruce looks at you and says, "You are at a crossroads. If you will embrace this gift, you will walk it on back
I will never leave you, Bruce. No mortal would ever draw me in.
Are you talking to your cat?
Sorry. This is, I know this is tense, but he is the rightful heir. And this gift I must refuse. You are not tempted by just gold. There is more. Do you search for power?
Listen. You're gonna lie to us. You're gonna deny the gifts given to you. You're gonna make up some stories and insult Kronak with your ignorance. We're done talking. You got one last chance. Come quietly. She points up to the clouds. Or we can teach you another lesson.
The Countess. You know her castle. Yes? You've been there?
Are you gonna come quietly? Because I'm done talking to you.
I think you should take us to the lodge. And I'm gonna cast suggestion.
Okay. Make a. Oh, I have to make the saving throw.
From my ring. It's my last
Okay.
DC 16.
Get a 25.
Oh man. That didn't
With
work.
that, we are going to jump right back into initiative order. Wilhelm, what do you want to do?
I shoot base.
Okay. Is you talk your overhead. Make your
I'm going to use steady aim.
okay.
So I have it with advantage. It's going to be a 19 to hit.
That does hit.
Yeah. 24 damage.
Oh, come on, Constitution saving throw. Yeah. Oh.
Okay. All right. So I take 24 damage now.
And I fire again.
Okay, go for it.
14 to hit.
That's a miss, I'm afraid.
All right, fair. Can't. I mean,
No, good hit. Good hit.
Okay. So
Great hit.
the readied actions, their readied actions are going to go.
yay!
So they're each going to move their speed towards you.
I have two of them. They're right here. So I have a visual representation. Straight.
listen.
No, you know, that if they die, then I'm going to explain myself to the rest of them and be like, sorry, man. I offered.
Okay.
I really tried.
And then. All right, cool. Her turn. She is going to call lightning.
Uh-oh.
And it is going to go right on top of the horses, Wrath, and Rudy.
Oh, no.
I'm so glad I walked forward a little bit.
Yeah. Shadow.
So her as she reaches in where the blood wounds out from her wound, lightning crackles out of the wound, and all around her, and she holds her spear up, and a bolt of lightning just comes down from the storm cloud with a crack. You can each make a dexterity saving throw, everyone except for Will.
15.
Rudy fails, but Wrath succeeds.
Oh my gosh.
I wouldn't have been able to make my second shot anyway because I used steady aim. I don't remember this.
Okay. Cheater.
I'm trying. It's a lot to keep track of. A lot of bonus actions happening here.
So focused on that.
Okay. So that's going to be 30 lightning damage from the upcast called Lightning. Can you make the riding horse? Can it survive this?
You could use the, I mean, okay, if I go to the war horse stats for
It's a
eating,
riding horse, so it has 13 hit points. So
I mean, yeah, I think even if it spectacularly, no,
Yeah.
it hit it. The bolt of lightning.
yeah, the
just,
bolt
like,
of lightning
it
is
struck-
direct.
It was through the horse.
smell of horse meat, just fried horse meat, fills the air.
Ha! You missed.
Yeah, there's the bolt of lightning behind you, and then you.
And then I slowly turn around.
Like Rudy's hair is standing on
And
it.
there's just glowing horseshoes on the ground and like this blackened circle. Oh gosh.
Oh.
It looks like we're walking the rest of the way. And I'm at the yeah. Rudy, it's your turn.
Woo, okay.
Rudy.
I am going to, first of all, as a bonus action, get a second wind on
the
from reality.
And where did the other girl run? Building?
Yeah.
Yeah, she ran.
Then I am going to. Gosh. Big Rudy again. I guess I
Yeah.
shift behind and I say, guess we're taking on some putts today. And I go forward. Where's the measurement?
Yeah, this will get you 2 of those.
And I stare down these wolves as they come rushing towards me.
Okay.
So there's 2 big wolves, 2 baby wolves, and lightning.
Easy. Okay.
There's 3 of us.
The 2 bigger wolves rush right up to Rudy, activating their pack tactics, and attack with advantage.
Yep.
Rudy, you okay? You're big though, right?
I'm big. I don't think that means anything for getting hit though.
Getting a 24 to hit with the first attack on the first wolf, and a 25 to hit with the second.
Yep, I can't even shield that.
So that'll be a grand total of 22 piercing damage from 2 attacks, and you need to make a strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
18.
Okay, you are not.
Oh.
But yeah, they're pack tactics. So
Oh, I guess I get damage on them. That's fine, that's good.
the other two, they are going to. They are going to dash right up to Wrath.
Hey!
And one's gonna get right behind Wrath.
Of course.
That's them. Wrath, it's your turn.
Boy. Oh boy. Well, I'm just going to try to ignore them
Okay.
and take shots at the big wolves.
Okay.
Um,
That'll be done with disadvantage.
so I'm going to try to shoot over the little wolf, and I get a 23. Oh,
Wow,
yeah.
with disadvantage?
Yeah.
Woo!
So, big wolf on the left
Okay.
is going to take 11 force damage, and I'm going to knock it back 10 feet.
Okay. That'll be just that short.
And shot numero 2
Which one?
gets a 12.
That's a miss. As it gets pushed back by the first blow, it ducks to avoid the second shot.
Okay. We tried to do an inventory. What's in the cart? Do we know?
You haven't had the opportunity to open it up yet.
Okay. Then I stand my ground.
Okay. Wilhelm, we're up to you.
How far? Like, okay, if I bonus action dash, can I reach the lady?
It depends on where you want to go. Because,
What is it? Is this the 30?
yeah, that's the 30.
It's gonna be close.
In that case, I'm just going to move,
Okay.
and I'm going to shoot at her.
Okay.
Shoot her. Sometimes you get really lucky.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a luck point. Oh, lucky's a broken feet. Shut up. I rolled the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Uh,
So the stack
it's a 15.
There's a stack of. It's a 15 total to hit.
Yeah.
So you wasted your luck.
I wasn't sure.
We had to try.
Okay,
A
it hit.
15 was iffy.
It hit.
Oh, did it hit?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was worth it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Everything
You
for
rolled 2 15s, so it's great.
everything for the con save.
I don't. Can't get sneak attack on
Yeah.
that though.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a whopping 8 damage. Don't make your con save.
Why?
I don't know. I mean, make your con. I mean,
I
roll
rolled it. I got a 16, so I'm still concentrating on
That's way
my
too
call
high.
lightning.
That's
yeah.
way too high.
Way too high.
I'm gonna fire again.
Okay.
Now I know a 15 hits. So how about a 14?
I love D&D.
Does a 14 hit?
No.
Is it too late to use my last luck point?
Yes.
I love
we,
D&D.
we tried. We went for it.
Sweet. Wilhelm weeps. No, he doesn't. He's fine.
No, he's strong.
He's great.
He's brave.
Okay.
Rule number, I don't know, something.
Oh, you guys are all spread out. Okay. Oh man. Okay. So I'm gonna call down some more lightning. Yeah, I'm gonna call down some more lightning. Okay.
We can hear you.
I think I hear her mumbling
yeah.
over
It's
there.
just say, Wilhelm.
She said something about more lightning.
What did she say?
More lightning.
Oh no, I don't want more lightning.
She is going to go around onto the other side of the house.
Of course she is.
Okay.
And she's gonna call lightning down on Rudy.
Rudy, does it hit the wolf?
No, she can aim it right behind Rudy.
Darn it.
Wow, that is precise lightning.
Yeah,
That is really.
the power of Chromac is very, very exacting.
I'm much more tempted now.
And I have to roll
Guys, by the way, the
Yeah.
AC is 15.
Yeah.
It's 15.
15.
We figured it out.
15.
That's a saved throw, so that's not 38 lightning damage.
Yay!
It's just gonna be 19.
Jeg skulle hatt det her. Eller hvor er du nå? Ja. Ja, men denne går jeg står der hvor du sto parkert i går, cirka. Supert. Ha det.
Would I have to roll override?
That's a failed death save.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Rudy. That's your turn. So, the big ones. Seeing Rudy go down, the one standing over reverts to his human form. He's a mangy-looking warrior with a pair of battle axes, and he reaches down, pulls Rudy up by her hair, takes the axe right up to her throat, and says, "Do you like your friend alive or dead? 'Cause you can drop your weapons now and go quietly, or I'm taking her head."
I dropped my weapons.
I lower my hands.
All right then. The woman begins walking forward, and the others shift out of their wolf forms.
Oh no.
The two beside you, Wrath, push you to the ground,
I let them.
and they start hog tying you.
I have to allow it.
And the other pushes the other one that has Rudy. He lets his axe go, and he takes out. He's actually got, like, they're all mercenaries, so they've all got their gear, and he actually stabilizes Rudy. So you're stable at 0 hit points. And the other walks up to you, Wilhelm, takes your and picks up your weapons and says, "Get down."
I get down, and as I get down on my knees, put my hands behind my head, I say, "Rule number 8, a man is only as good as his word, and you have my word that if you work with us, I can offer you something good. This doesn't have to be the way this goes.
Sure.
Very well.
So they work slowly. They work quickly. Sorry, rather. And they tie you by both your hands and your feet with rope. Tying your hands behind your back and your feet to each other, and then they take one piece of rope, wrap it around into your teeth on your mouth, and then they take another. And having seen Raph casting spells, they rip off a piece of one of their cloaks and blindfold Raph. And you can feel them, and as you do, you hear the woman call it. Let's take that horse over there. Hitch it. They said, you could have left the horse alive. And the woman speaks back, well, I wasn't sure if they were going to try to make a break for it. I didn't want to risk it. True. You caused a real mess back there. Yeah. Well, but at least they haven't killed anybody. Poland is... So you will take the wagon back to the lodge, see what Rickard has to say. So you feel them loading you into the wagon and tying up the thing, and the sound of a few people getting into the seat of the wagon to begin driving away.
So after all this, they're just going to take us to Rickard, which is what we wanted to do in the first place? Why did they just take us to Rickard?
As they drive the wagon, the woman sits right across from you, Wilhelm. She looks at you and says, "If you aren't lying, you better hope that if you aren't lying and what you're saying is true, you better hope someone's around to pay your ransom after all the trouble you put us through. Let's just see here."
I apologize for shooting you. You left me no choice. It wasn't my first option.
Yeah, well, thanks. She starts rifling through your gear, finds one of your healing potions, and drinks it.
Oh,
You're welcome.
that's more.
Feel free.
She takes the rope out of your mouth, and
Thank you.
And she takes another one of your healing potions and says, "Don't make me regret this." And she gives it to Rudy.
Just want you to know, rule number 30, truth always has a way of coming out. This will be resolved in time, I'm sure.
Look at she's still going through all your stuff. Crossbow, magical? Academy make?
Yes.
Okay. Sword, magical?
Yes.
Okay.
I understand you're just
How
doing...
many potions do you have?
Which health
She
potions?
says, "You got any rings, any jewelry? What do you got? Where do I find it? You have any weapons hidden on you?"
I understand you're just doing your job, but you don't have to be this...
Rifles around. You guys are armed to the teeth. By the gods. Alright. Her axes, they magical?
I'm awake now, I guess, because I had a healing potion.
These are nice.
They are nice. Don't touch them.
Hey, Rolf, you want new axes?
No. You're making...
Yeah, I like them. They're pretty nice.
My hands are behind my back, right?
Your hands are bound behind your axe, and your legs are tied together too.
We could still have an understanding here. If you keep stealing our stuff, it's going to make Rudy angry.
Consider this our payment.
Payment? No, I'm offering you...
Did you take all my axes?
Yeah, she's taking all the axes. That armor's pretty beat up though. What about this guy? What magic items do you have?
Oh, none. Whoa. I want to get out of Wrath's body and go into
you notice that they haven't taken your familiars.
So I want to go into
Pardon?
Because I went unconscious. Houdini's gone.
No, your familiar doesn't disappear just
Okay.
because, yeah.
Bruce, and Bruce is just following the wagon. So I'm sort of out of it.
Okay.
So I'm just like, they can't tell, but like my eyes are rolled in the back of my head.
Real quick.
Ja, hei da. Tusen takk. Social box.
Ja, jeg vet ikke, det er sikkert sånn
Ja.
så stor den som er oppi. Jeg hadde den med meg til Valder, og så var det ikke greit at den var der på en måte, så jeg måtte ta den med meg igjen.
Ja, ja. Ja, takk.
Ja.
Vi prates.
Det gjør vi, ha det.
Ha det.
It's a cool running off. An obvious piece of equipment. They do. I can hide. They take the as actually they're going through, they look up the hand. You're an academy mage. You hear her utter a curse under her breath. So we can't kill you. Okay. All right.
An academy mage, royalty, and a soldier is who you've captured here. So do with that what you will.
You know any fancy spells that you can call up your friendly mage friends?
He can summon oars.
I'm gonna come back
They would find the sending stone
on
Rudy. Yeah. All right. Well, they say to the other, if he's an academy mage, they'll pay well for his ransom. That means we at least get something out of this deal. It's worth it, even if the other one's lying. Probably is.
What, in terms of where I am in the cart, is my back facing a wall or anything like that?
You're all in the cart. With in a row, all on one side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can move this.
And the woman, she's going through. She's taking your equipment, as the others are. The horse is pulling it, and the others are walking by.
Actually,
Did
I
one of
want
them
the
take
coffee.
my hand axes and put them in a bag.
Yes.
I want to summon one of my hand axes to my hands behind my back. So I'm bonded to a hand axe and one of my larger axes. I take my hand axe.
Okay.
And
Interesting.
And I want to know if they
Interesting.
notice it leaving their bag and coming to my hand.
Okay. Roll a d6.
Does it like disappear and reappear?
or is it like the Thor hammer thing where it like flies?
I think it teleports back.
Nice.
Even better.
Yeah, that's way more stealthy than if the bag just.
I rolled a 2. I rolled a 2.
Okay. It doesn't seem like they noticed that the axe was taken back.
And I want to make sure my hands, if I have the ability to.
Yeah, it teleports instantly into your hand. Yeah.
And I want to make sure it's under my jacket. Let's say, like, my jacket's kind of like.
You'd have no way of doing that
No way? Okay.
because they've tied your hands. So like, if any of them, like, it's enough that the side of the wagon, like, if you push your back up against the side of the wagon, you can keep the axe in hand. But beyond that, and just hope that they don't see it.
Do I notice? I guess I'm sitting next to you. So I'm going to start just talking to try to distract them away from Rudy. So, how long have you been working for the Countess?
Small talk.
And as you
She groans. About a year now, year and a half.
Is it going well for you? Is she paying you well?
Surprisingly,
Well, that's good. That's good.
easy work for a backwater. To be honest, this is the most action we've seen here in the whole assignment, so at least it's not boring.
Again, apologies for that. Although, maybe you're welcome for making it exciting, but our goal is not to harm any of you. It's just to get the Countess out of the castle.
What are you doing here?
Getting the Countess out of the castle.
Why?
Because it's my castle.
Right, okay. So you're either telling the truth or completely nuts.
I've already explained the rules to you.
I mean, often it's the same thing, though. Don't you know?
Let me put it this way. The people in charge around here are not doing a very good job and are playing with things beyond their control, and we're here to put an end to that.
Well, let's just see. I wonder if you left any notes when I was looking at this.
There is a note.
There is.
There's a note at the back.
What does the note say?
I wrote this a long time ago. Let me just pull this out. I didn't actually, this was a note that I wrote in case we were
Can I start to try to
Yeah, you can give me a stealth check with advantage.
8.
Okay. So she is looking through Wilhelm's book and doesn't notice. Unlike some of them.
Right?
I thought it was a great idea.
My dearest Wilhelm, these are troubled times, and I have nothing to offer you save for some words of advice. I fear in my heart that I won't see the spring. This war will claim much. My only hope is that you can carry my teachings with you. Try and be a good man, help those in need, and survive. These rules are to guide you on your journey through life, and I hope they prove to remind you of the best parts of me in trying times. My hope for you is that you are a better man than I. You carry with you a sense of wonder, responsibility, and courage. I am proud of you. I know you will help many people. No matter what this war claims, be true to yourself. Find kind people willing to help those
She
who
stops
need.
reading there and bursts out laughing. That is so so sad, so touching. Wow.
The signature at the end. Love, your father, Manfred von Kessel.
Give me an insight check.
Uh, 20.
Okay. Looking at this woman, she looks like she might be in her early 20s, which means that she would have been 7 at the start of the war, and she definitely is someone who has never interacted with royalty of any kind at any point in her life. Even if you were wearing your family crest, she probably wouldn't know or care who you were.
I'm still hoping.
Yeah. So like she's someone that just doesn't like putting it together. She's just someone that it's never gonna matter to her, even if you were, because
That's fair.
yeah.
Wilhelm's trying to be polite and work with her. It's not going well, but he's trying.
Am I still gagged and
Yes.
and blindfolded?
Yes.
Okay.
Would you mind ungagging my 2 friends? I feel like I'm doing all the talking here.
Not the mage. No, we're not ungagging.
Oh, he's harmless. I've seen him try to cast spells. He's awful at it. I
You
lied.
saw him hypnotize all of the boys back at the inn.
Well, maybe they shouldn't be so susceptible.
They take Rudy's gag off.
That's better. Thank you. That's disgusting, whatever you put in there.
Oh, it's a little bit of a trek to the lodge, but enjoy it. Hopefully Rickard doesn't decide to tear you all apart.
I don't think he
Is there anything that any of you would like to do as the cart is journeying? Because she kind of, having been satisfied with everything, her searching through all your equipment, she hops back onto the driver's seat as the others continue walking forward. A few of them, they meet up with several. They pass by the moose and squirrel, and a few of them take some horses that were left there, and so now they're all up on horses. They tie another horse to the cart, and so it's being pulled by 2 horses now, and they ride along towards the lodge.
Did they take my book?
They did.
So are we in the back of the cart alone?
You were in the back of the cart with the delirium stuff, and so with the cart of all the with like the crate of all the delirium weapons and stuff like that you were there to steal in the first place, and they're hauling you back towards the lodge.
Rudy, rule number 20, don't fight a battle without the other hand.
I also take my axe and I start to undo your vines as well.
Okay. Make another stealth check.
Regular.
Someone else, it's not gonna be
25.
okay.
Crit.
You're able to like bring the axe over and undo his bonds.
And it's just us in the cart with the woman.
The woman and the man who's now taken Rudy's axes. They're driving the cart, and one of the riders has the bag with all your other taken equipment on.
Is it like all in the bag of holding?
Yeah, they figured out it was a bag of holding. They stuff all your gear in there, and one of them is carrying it.
Can through Bruce, can Bruce sneak into the back of the cart?
Yeah, Bruce can make a stealth check.
Uh, 21.
Okay, Bruce is in the cart.
The cart with the stuff with all the delirium.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? It's a like can you describe the?
Yeah, it's a large shipping shipping chest made of metal. And it is bound on the outside and the inside, and it is wrapped in chains and has several padlocks on it. Ostensibly, Elias Rexel has the key.
Can I give Wilhelm the axe to get free?
Yep.
Pass it along, and I start.
I'm totally bound and gagged. Bruce is just sitting there watching.
And I start.
Make a stealth check. Remember, your feet are bound as well. You haven't undone those ones yet.
16.
Okay. So all your hands are unbound.
I really hate I didn't get the car with the dead zone sensor, what you call it in English.
Pass it back.
Just call it back.
Wilhelm,
Just-
make a sleight of hand check.
No,
Just
actually,
call it back.
Call it back.
Okay,
I
okay.
call it back. I'm doing my feet, but I want to make it like I want to cut one of them, not to the point where I've taken them off, but that I could essentially like,
Hold them in place?
Yeah.
Okay.
because I don't want them to know if they look back and see that
Yeah.
the ropes are just everywhere. And then I hand it back to Wilhelm, and I kind of want to say the same.
I do the same.
Okay.
And then
I'm gonna lift my eye blindfold so I can actually see.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
Can I have Bruce do it?
Sure, Bruce can do it. Yeah.
Bruce
can make
is
a
just
stealth
gonna
check.
Bruce is
Yeah.
just gonna like bite the
cat like goes up to you. Yeah.
and try to pull it up. Getting a 9.
You're
I am.
I'm not.
okay. Yeah.
So at least I can see.
And then Bruce bites your nose.
And
You know how like a cat like will lick your face and then all of a sudden it'll change
you
its mind?
just
Yeah.
one too many pets or
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
and he just like
Yep.
bites me. I want to, in your minds, do we wait to speak to her, or do you have a plan to escape?
No. None. 'Cause I guess I can't talk to
Just nod your head, yes or no.
I shake my head no, but to what question, you don't know.
Oh no.
Rudy, did you have something in mind?
Can they hear us when we're talking?
I'm just making casual conversation. Rudy, how's your day going? Do you have anything, any plans? Any plans for the day?
Going terrible. I wish I could go home.
Okay.
Shut up back there.
Well, you ungagged us. You said it's a long journey. We must be able to make slight conversation. Just ignore us.
She turns around. and says, so what's in the box?
What's in the box? I don't know. We haven't looked. We just knew that this cart.
But you stole it.
Yeah, it belongs to the Hooded Lanterns. We were reclaiming.
Make a deception check.
I'm not fully lying. I get a 19.
So you attacked us, stole a cart, and you didn't know what was in it?
No. We came to reclaim a cart. You attacked us. There's a big difference. We harmed nobody.
Why are you working with the Hooded Lanterns?
To reclaim the castle. The Hooded Lanterns work for Drakenheim and the Von Kessels. This all checks out.
And you know,
So you're not Hooded Lanterns.
No. Wilhelm Von Kessel. I've introduced myself already.
Are you spitting that lie to the Hooded Lanterns?
That's a trap question. If I say yes, then I'm agreeing to lying. If I say no, then that alludes to not telling them. The Hooded Lanterns are aware of the truth.
They are. Okay. that
No, wait,
changes
hold
things.
on.
All right.
One of them is. You're actually the you're the fourth person I've told.
Shortlisted, actually. You are a terrible liar.
I don't lie. I'm very bad at it. Although some people do say I'm quite charming, so persuasive. Not very deceiving though. Look at this face.
Damn.
I mean, as you see, been hit in the face at least once, so
Right through the eye.
you don't know what kind of damage that has done in the long term. But I mean, I've known him for years, and he seems like a rat fella. So
I'm trying to be cordial here, and you're making it very difficult. And I'm afraid that our alliance that we could be having is very thin. So I suggest when you bring us to Rickard, you let us explain the situation. Hopefully he is more reasonable than you, and he listens, and we can work out a deal, because that's what we're here to do.
All right. Well, I'll be at the village soon. We're going to figure out what to do with you. And that's where we're going to take our break. And we are back from our short rest. We have finished our consumables, restocked our potions. I got lots of extra potions from stealing them like that. And we're going to play some more Dungeons and Dragons.
Yay.
We're fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, we're not worried.
The cart rumbles slowly along the dirt, passing through the forests and the trees as a light breeze goes through the branches. Someone turns around and says, "So, you're finally awake." Quiet back there, they say.
Scary much.
As the cart rumbles through the woods, on what is a cobblestone paved path that, though it is mossy and overgrown, still shows signs of some passage. As you roll through the verdant forest in this area, up towards a large clearing. The clearing, surrounded by lush trees, is a grand estate. It is a 3-story manor house of stone and fine timbers, with a slate shingled rooftop and several chimneys. Surrounding the main manor are several gardens, flower boxes, and a high wall with a wrought iron tipping all around it. And there are rows of pillars and statues around the manor house. Several fountains as well, and gardens here and there, and pillars all about. Not far off from the main building, there is a servant's house, a cottage, as well as a set of stables as well. Wilhelm, you know this place. You know that this is a 3-story manor. It does not have a basement, aside from like a pantry that is quite small. This was used as a hunting lodge, usually by your father. Occasionally your uncle would visit here once in a while. It was built by great-great-grand-uncle maybe about 100 years ago. The main floor, you know from memory, is where the great hall, the drawing rooms, the foyers, and the kitchens are. The next level above is where the suites are, and then there is a master suite on the topmost floor.
Am I allowed to, would I know of anything I maybe left in this this location. Like maybe I carved my initials in a tree with my cousin on a hunting trip, or I don't know, like something from my childhood. Would I know anything about this place that maybe I left that could? Oh. That's a 6.
Okay. So, in that case, you may tell me 3 markers of your childhood memories. One needs to be in the building, one on the property, and well, at least one needs to be inside the building, and one needs to be somewhere on the property, and then one you can put wherever you want.
There is an old book that I used to love to read that was sort of a picture book about fantastical creatures of the known world.
Okay.
It had pages about the various dragons and trolls and all sorts of other creatures that great warriors have fought. It's one of my favorite books. It's on a shelf in the house.
Okay.
In the tree out back, before a hunting trip with my cousin, why am I forgetting his name? Leonard von Kessel. We did carve our names in one of the trees, just kind of as we were best friends and we thought it would be fun.
Okay.
Upstairs, one of the rooms has a bunk bed, and I always like taking the top bunk.
You would never find a bunk bed in a house like this.
Okay, fine.
So I'm going to veto that one.
All right.
But in one of the bedrooms, there is a loose floorboard with something hidden inside it. What is it?
It's a little box filled with some of my favorite memories. It has,
Rocks for skipping?
well, it has a very shiny rock that I found once when I was a kid out here, as well as just some trinkets, an old toy, like an old wooden figure of a hunter,
Okay.
who wears a green cloak.
Okay.
And it was my favorite little toy from when I was a child.
Toy soldiers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like, it looks kind of how Wilhelm ended up growing up to look
Okay.
like.
Those details in mind, the cart stops in place. What are you going to do?
I at one point Bruce put the blindfold back on just in case they came back in.
Okay.
So I'm just I don't know what's happening.
Wilhelm is going to stand up and brush off the shackles. All right, now that we're here,
They see this as you stand up, and brush off your bindings. They immediately draw their weapons.
no need for that. We're here to speak to Rickard, yes?
She says, "I don't know how you got those off."
And I stand up and I draw my axe.
Let's talk to Rickard, shall we? We mean you no harm. We're unarmed. Well,
That was a big mistake.
why? We're here to talk to Rickard. Yes or no?
Yeah, you can talk to Rickard with your hands bound.
Why?
Because you're our captives, and we're making the rules. And if you want to argue, I'm going to slap you upside the head with my axe.
I mean, we're already here. Why? There's no harm. I could have shoved you off the cart. I could have kicked you under the cart. You could have been trampled. There were many options with my hands unbound, but I didn't harm you. I would not harm you, and I will continue to not harm you.
Make a persuasion check.
I'm gonna use my luck point. Come on, luck point. Yes. 18.
Oh, you're not going to harm us. You're not going to be able to harm us. But you're also going to do as we say. Understand?
Very well, there's no need for all this
No, there is. There is. There completely is, and if you don't understand that, you're not going to talk to Rickard at all.
Very unreasonable person, you know that?
I'll pretend I didn't hear
Do what you must.
that. Alright. She,
I wasted your unbinding. I thought it would be a funny scene.
they collect Rudy's axe again, and they tie you up again.
We got out once, but very well.
This is a long shot, but can I minor illusion the bindings?
Not under these circumstances. No, they're observing you too closely that they would not be able to see. Like, also you're still gagged, so you. Oh wait, minor illusion doesn't require verbal.
It's material and somatic, but maybe like
Yeah, you have no material.
okay.
Yeah.
I didn't
Sorry,
even need
guys.
any. I didn't even need any.
I thought it
want it.
would have done
So they take they take you off the cart and lead you into the manor house. Coming through the double doors, you are in a grand foyer. The ceilings here are the floors here are kind of a tiled stone with great arched windows that have lovely upholstery. Still, it's in bad shape because no one's really taken care of it or cleaned anything here. There's a fair amount of dust, and some of the furniture is a little bit worse for the wear, but things haven't been like ruined by any stretch. What you can see as you come into the foyer is there are several paintings all hung throughout the house depicting various some of them are just works of art, but there are portraits of Manfred von Kessel, one hanging right over the front of the entrance place, leading inwards. There's two suits of plate armor that are flanking either side of the hallway, and there's a kind of a finely balustraded staircase that leads up to the upper level from here. And there's another set of fine double doors that lead, from what you recall, Wilhelm, they lead into the dining room. And then there's actually two entrances into the dining room from here. As you come into the foyer, there's a few other members of the Steel Fangs, and they look and they say, "Rhea, what's going on?" And she summarizes what happened, basically, and she and asks, "What's the old man up to?" They reply, "You know him. He was out all night hunting. He's sleeping in."
Master bedroom upstairs, third door? Or are we meeting him in
Shut up.
in the main hall? It's just through these doors here.
Shut up. And she slaps you across the face.
Just being hospitable. You are in my home.
Take him up to the second bedroom. We'll tie him up. And they've been getting crafty, so we got to keep an eye on them directly. Darn. There's three of the Steel Fangs. They take you up to the second floor, where there are 4 bed chambers on this level. There's kind of a nicer. There's several smaller ones and one larger one here, from what you recall, Wilhelm. And then there's also the bath chamber as well. The main hall on the next level also leads off to a pair of sitting rooms and balconies. And then there's another set of stairs that lead up to the master suite, and then the attics as well. So they end up tossing you into, well, roll a d6.
2.
End up tossing you into a room that used to be used by your sister.
Oh.
And they push you in up against the wall. There's a canvas bed in here. It's a wide room with beautiful wardrobe, and the bed is filthy now. But they push you into the room up against the wall, and the two steel fangs cross their arms, standing in front of you.
Can I request my old bedroom? It's the next one over.
No, you can't. Your Majesty.
Thank you.
Yeah. Have you heard? Then they'll start laughing. Have you heard? This guy thinks he's the king of Westamar. He's acting all high and mighty, saying he's Wilhelm von Kessel. And they all start laughing. Well, Your Majesty, if you're so high and mighty, we'll
Yes.
make sure that we prepare for you the most sumptuous feast.
That would be splendid, thank you.
They seem perturbed at how to respond to that.
I just started doing it. I'm like, since when did you start acting like royalty all high and mighty?
You know, they're in my home. I'm trying to play the right cards here and hope that the truth always has a way of coming out. It's in the rules. We will figure this out, Rudy.
That's what I
Rat,
will
that's
do.
absolutely correct. Couldn't have said it better myself.
As long as it doesn't cost me my head this time, all right?
I assure you, the steel fangs will see the error in their will. Okay, I'm kind of hoping here.
Well,
But,
guys, I'm gonna turn off the stream now.
Never
so
lose your cool.
Catch you guys
Never
later.
lose your cool, and